Hello, my name is Andrew with growingyourown.com. It's Saturday, January 26, 2019. Just got done harvesting my flame star cauliflower. I think I have about 10 heads right here. So you can see we had a really nice harvest, and I'm really impressed with the flame star. We're going to have this for sale in February, and it's just a really nice cauliflower. So this is going to get ready for the freezer today. But the reason I'm making this video is I had some questions about fertilizers. I use many different things. I call it the gumbo approach. I like to add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I use back guanos, fishbone meal, Azomite. I use Epsom salt to add magnesium. And I guess my secret would be the compost that I make. So I rely a lot on my compost, and I produce a lot since I have a lot of material, plant material, so I'm always adding to my bin. So compost is probably my best additive. It just really gives them a boost, and it's free. That's the other thing. But I do use granular fertilizers, and I do use some liquid fertilizers. I like to use the granular fertilizers at planting, and then about every 30 days after that. And I use the liquid fertilizers in between. If there was one brand of fertilizer that I recommend, it would be the Espoma brand products. I've been using these for a couple years now, and I'm really impressed with the results. I'm not affiliated with them. They're not paying me. I'm not recommending that you even buy Espoma. I'm just telling you what I use and what seems to work for me. They have a tomato tone formulation, which is 346. So it's a little lower on the nitrogen, higher on the potassium and phosphorus. So it's really good for flowering and rooting crops. So I use this on my tomatoes, peppers, cantaloupes, melons, carrots, cucumbers. I probably use more of this than anything else. The plant tone is their high nitrogen formulation, and I use that on my leaf crops and broccoli, cauliflower, things like that need a little bit more nitrogen. The thing I like about Espoma is that they have sulfur and calcium already included, so I don't have to use as much lime. So that seems to work for me. But again, there's no secret, fertilizer that I use other than compost being added to my beds every time I get ready to plant, and make sure I had at least 3 to 4 inches of compost on top and mix that in. And then just using other organic fertilizers, the bone meal, the Azomite, which has all the trace elements and minerals. It's just really I think it has over 50 trace elements. So Azomite is really a great product. And then of course a little bit of magnesium from Epsom salt. And I don't use lime as much, but a lot of people use lime, depending on your garden. I don't test my soil. I don't do any of that stuff. I just pretty much go by feel. So I'm getting ready to pull up these cauliflower plants. I got to get the bed ready for planting in about 30 to 40 days. So before I plant, I'm going to put tomatoes and some peppers in there. So I'm going to get the bed ready, get all the plant material out, dig it up, turn the soil, add my amendments, my compost and everything, turn that in, then just let it kind of stew for about a month or so, and then it'll be ready to plant. That's just what I've been doing. It seems to work well for me. Anyway, this is Andrew with growingyourown.com. Have a blessed day and a good harvest. Bye-bye.